Hi everyone, I'm Molly Magnuson from Intellisense, and today I'm here to teach you about the differences between pre-tax and Roth contributions. There are two ways you can contribute money into your 401k plan, pre-tax or Roth. The biggest difference between pre-tax and Roth is how your money is taxed. With a pre-tax 401k contribution, your contributions are made before they are taxed, which reduces your taxable income for the year. This means that the higher your earnings or the higher your tax rate, for that matter, the more beneficial a pre-tax contribution would be for the purposes of reducing your tax bill. When you go to withdraw money from your account in the future, taxes are due at the time you make the withdrawal. If you plan on bringing in less than you are now when you're retired, or you plan on moving to a state with no state taxes, the pre-tax contribution option may save you more money overall. Now, let's talk about Roth contributions. The main difference with a Roth contribution is that you are paying taxes today instead of paying them in the future when you retire. So a simple way to think about this is pre-tax means no tax today and pay your taxes later, and Roth means you pay your taxes today so you don't have to pay them later. You can see that for pre-tax, it may be advantageous for you to do pre-tax if your taxes are going to be lower in retirement. And then on the flip side, for post-tax Roth contributions, it could be advantageous to do if your taxes are going to be higher in retirement. Now, the really tricky part of this conversation is that we don't know what our taxes are necessarily going to look like in retirement, especially the further away from retirement we are. We especially don't know. Historically, tax rates have gone up. So a lot of people will do Roth because they just assume that taxes will go up. And so their taxes likely might be lower now than they would in the future. So it's kind of anyone's guess of what it's going to look like in the future. But, it's important to take important factors into account, such as your age, your income, and all of that good stuff to kind of make that decision between what might be best for you. A lot of the times we will see younger people doing Roth because they have such a long period of time ahead of them before they'll reach retirement. With Roth, this does mean that you would be taking home a little less in your paycheck than you would if your contributions were made before they were taxed. As you can see in this example, the take-home pay for a $1,000 paycheck is less for the person making Roth contributions because their contribution is calculated on their post-tax income. So why would we do that? Why would we do Roth if we're going to take home less money? If you'll draw your eyes to the bottom example at the bottom of the slide, utilizing the Roth feature could potentially result in an increased net distribution in retirement based on your tax situation at the time. The benefits of a Roth 401k contribution kick in when you retire because any withdrawals you make are tax-free. This includes all of the contributions that you make to your 401k as well as any earnings on those amounts. And that's really the most important part here of this slide that I'm showing right now. So if you have a lot of time between now and when you retire, Roth contributions might be the best option for you because there's more time for your savings to grow tax-free. So I'll break this down a little bit. In this example, we've got someone that worked a 40-year career and they were saving $40 per week. So the gold part of the chart is what they actually contributed to their 401k, so $83,200. And the blue portion of the chart is what they were able to earn by investing that entire time. So remember, your 401k is not a savings account, it's an investment. You're investing in typically mutual funds that will hopefully grow for you over time. And they tend to do that. And in this example, we've got a 7% return as the hypothetical. So really, again, just kind of going back to the power of Roth, this person in my example here has accumulated $458,000 over the course of their career. If they were to have done Roth that entire time, that entire $458,000 can be withdrawn tax-free in retirement. So that's kind of a really big advantage of Roth, is that all of your earnings are withdrawn tax-free as well. How does this affect your employer's contribution? Whether you choose to do pre-tax or Roth or a combination of both, your employer can choose to match those contributions. However, all employer contributions are taxable upon withdrawal. So which way is better? It really depends on your individual situation and whether or not you want to save on taxes now or in retirement. You can calculate your estimated pre-tax or Roth benefits using online calculators that are typically located on your 401k provider's website. Thanks everyone for your time, and please let us know if you have any questions. Bye.